And welcome back to the Business Spotlight. Today we're talking about balancing life's issues. We've got the CEO and founder of a company called Balancing Life's Issues, and she's got trainers all over the country that can help your company and your employees begin to, well, let's just say, get the right things done and take care of the family too. Wendy, thanks so much for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
So I really want to get in this time to just, how can somebody connect to you? In other words, what do you want somebody to do to, is it call you, go to your website? What are the resources they should engage right away?
So, either is fine. We have a website, www.balancinglifeissues.com, where you can see me in action, read some of our philosophies, a letter from me. It's got a contact form, so go ahead and fill that out. Or you can give our office a call at 914-762-9075. If you're in Westchester, New York, about a half an hour outside, come visit us. We have a beautiful 1890 building that I gutted, and that's our headquarters.
And so when somebody does begin the process, do you do assessments? What's the process?
Yeah, we will work usually with an HR department or sometimes with an executive. It really depends. And we'll take a step back. One of the things that, of course, we offer is 30 years of experience of what's worked at competitors, what's worked at different clients. We really are able to take a step back and say, you know what, we've pretty much worked with every organization, from the fashion industry to the hospital. I do a ton of work at school systems, as well as the Fortune 500, or certainly the smaller companies that come underneath that. So we offer the breadth of, gee, you know what, we've done this before, here's some ideas of my work. And again, with 1,000 trainers, we have a good network to match people up with.
So do you just send the local trainers to that area, or do you marry somebody to a specific?
We marry it, and that's very important. And I will certainly make sure that it's the right team for the client. So we really do try to be very cost conscious and very careful about travel budgets at the same time of saying this is really going to make a difference for you. So we're very networked in for that.
That's really great. But you do have folks all over the country.
Yeah.
So if you get a call from a specific area, or if they've got an office in another region, you can cover them that way. Is that how you do that?
Absolutely. I also have to tell you that we were actually one of the very first companies in this country to do e-learning. I've been doing e-learning so long that we started on dial-up. So if you can imagine how long it took to do a webinar on dial-up, it was crazy. So we can also really roll out any kind of web platform. When I return, I'll be doing a Take Your Kids to Work Day, which we love. I started with the Ms. Foundation, again, about 30 years ago, and we were actually doing webinars for kids all across the country. So there'll be, I think one bank is doing 15 sites simultaneously, and I'll be in my office.
Oh, that's awesome. So
really
you're creating this network of folks that are basically picking up your show.
Yep.
And they're getting the edutainment.
Yep.
And going from there. So what are some of the big projects you're working on now? If you can tell me the kinds of things you're doing there.
We're really focused on what preventative health means. And so the research we're learning is brand new stress management techniques, which are very different. So some of us are still teaching things that are really outdated and quite frankly are wrong. So we're really teaching it in a new way. We've moved into the world of homeopathic and holistic medicine and holistic health and holistic eating. So certainly anything that makes somebody happier and healthier. In the business arena, we're focused a lot on emotional intelligence, which I've talked about, and being a better leader, being more emotionally in tune with what's going on. And I'd finally say, in the other side of it, we're really trying to teach people how to be connected with another life. Everybody wants their employees to have a life to go home to. Because if they've got a really good life to go home to, trust me, they're way nicer when they come to work the next day.
I have a friend who says, take energy home.
Yeah.
And he says that's always the key, is no matter how tired you are, amp it up.
Yep.
Take energy home. And I think that's really important. The one thing though, do you guys teach things on like in relationships, in any kind of relationship? There's always the issues of boundaries. There's always the issues of really that communication style. Are you doing very much in that capacity as well?
So we can do some things we're doing for a foreign bank, actually, is we'll do an assessment of how you speak, what kind of communicator are you, and then what kind of the communicators are the people around you. And so we actually teach them how to speak different languages. And that's so critically important, not just at work, but at home. Of my family of 7, I'm the way-spirited communicator. I don't know if you can tell. And I'm married.
No,
not at all. And I'm married to, and my older son are systematic communicators, and all they want to know is the right information. And trust me, that's crazy hard to learn a different language.
I totally agree. I know that one of the big things that you run into in a lot of the corporate type of environments is you say one thing, they hear something else. In fact, email is one of those that you have to go, you have to call somebody up afterward. Did you hear what I said?
Yep.
Because I said this and they're,
it's
crazy. How can somebody hire you again?
So, check out our website, which has a wealth of information, balancinglifeissues.com. Of course, all our work with companies or agencies is confidential, so we don't share that information on our website. We do share a little bit about me and our trainers, or you can give us a call at 914-762-9075.
The other thing I was really pleased with is the number of testimonials that you have in there and the things that they're saying. Now, you were real careful to block out certain names and stuff like that. But, I mean, the gist of it is people walked away with a changed life, an enhanced position. Would you agree?
I definitely do. I mean, even everything from our finance classes where people are so downtrodden about, how am I ever going to get out of this mess? And then they'll come to a 1-hour class and we'll teach them a budgeting.
That's awesome. Well, like she said, go to Balancing Life's Issues. This is the business spotlight. It's literally taking your story and telling it in the marketplace, first in the DFW area, and then in Houston, then out on the internet. See us on Doer Expert Network. We'll talk to you all next time. Thanks again, Wendy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.